2 o'clock in the morning and I'm a hot mess right now, but I absolutely had to tell you guys about my day. If I've ever had a reason to vlog, this would be one. Okay, here's what went down today. I had an interview with the Trues because they're playing at the Ale House tonight. They did. And I had spoken to their manager and I had said, it had been, oh my god, it had been said that I will probably be interviewing John Angus and Colin, the lead singer and lead guitarist. When I got there, I was waiting for my videographer to show up, and I see Jack, their bassist, and he's unloading one of the vans and wandering around, and I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, and then I went inside once my videographer got there, and I'm just talking to her. I'm like, yeah, I don't think the lighting's very good right here. I think, oh my god, he's right behind you. Because John Angus walked up right behind her, and he was, oh my god. I was like freaking out inside, and he introduced himself, and I introduced myself, and we talked to their pianist as well. We had an interview, and it was so great. Like I said, there are questions like, I said, what would you be doing if you weren't in the band? And he said, I'd be an interviewer, interviewing people like you. And I was like, oh my god. And then at the end, he got a picture. It's my Facebook picture, but I printed off a copy. There's John Angus and me and the pianist. But I have this part as my Facebook picture, and I absolutely love it. And then we went to the show, and we were waiting a long time. I walk in, and I see this thing on the ground, and I pick it up. I look at it, and I'm like, this is very similar to a bracelet I used to have. It's Colin's discarded acoustic strings. And John looked at them, and he said they're acoustic strings. And nobody else had an acoustic guitar but Colin. So I have the bracelet that I need to fix up because it's a bit sharp, his strings. So we're watching the show, and it gets to partway through the show, and they're doing a song. I can't remember which song it was. They did so many good ones. And then John Angus looks at me, and he points like that right at me, and I point back, and it was so great. And then end of the show, they covered I don't know if any of you have ever watched the Trues, but they usually turn that song "Tired of Waiting" into a classic rock song like "Hey Jude" or something, and or the song by Sublime. But then this time they turn it into "You Can't Always Get What You Want," and it was so good. And then at the very end they all sang that AC/DC song. I don't know what it's called, but it's like "It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll." That's probably what it's called. And at the very end, John Angus is going around slapping everyone's hands, and he sees me, and he grabs my hand, he takes this pick and puts it in my hand and closes my hand around it and smiles at me and then walks away. And it's like, and it's a used pick because it's so worn down. He's worn the brand off it. And I was dying. Like, I've never been so happy. Oh, it's amazing. But it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I have a job interview tomorrow at 10, and I have to drive John to the bus station. I have to pick him up at 7:45. So I need to go to bed. I'm so fucking tired. Oh my god. Another funny thing. Colin, he was coming on to do the encore, and he's like, where the fuck is my guitar? And no one was bringing it on. He goes, where the fuck is my guitar? And then someone brings it to him and puts it on, and he goes, there it is. And it just reminded me of like when Twitch and Carrington were doing Crump, and like, which way is the Buckness? The Buckness is that way. So that was my night with the Trues, and I've got this wonderful guitar pick that I love so much. Oh my god, I was so drained on every level. What a good time. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.